Hey everybody, what's up everyone? Goodness gracious, good day to all of you hearing me speaking clearly about and playfully and uniquely in my own way, sincerely about this course we're on, this course in miracles, which is where we're in time transforming what I'm is for a holy purpose, a purpose of wholeness without holes in it, or with holes in it in some way, where the light will shine through the sharing of shareable miracle parables in our practice. And yesterday, I want to say the practice of I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts about blank. And the day before, I am not alone in experiencing the effects of my seeing. The Course's Miracles is saying that these are finger thoughts you're thinking in their phone. You're thinking that you have finger thoughts in your quote unquote phone. And the Course of Miracles, later on, you'll see, it has us at times put everything in one box as one thing. It says, imagine a scene of a way the world is, and put with it many congruent thoughts that go with it, and have that be one thing, and go to a place underneath, prior to, before, or through it that existed before time was. It's a door of light. You'll see as it appears that you will feel that you belong here, that it may take your breath away even to say, like, oh my God, I'm going where I know I am is, where I know I got no problem at actually. Pause for a moment, it says, and breathe in and feel that, oh my God, I'm going there, and know you are. So yesterday's thought for the day, I'm not alone in experiencing the effects of my thoughts or my thinking about blank. So I today and yesterday it said no more than 3, no more than 4. I know I did at least 3. I hope I didn't do more than 4. I'm sorry, forgive me, Course, if I did. It said don't do more than that, and I was disobedient. Oh my gosh. Oh no. I forgive myself. It's okay. I'm pretty sure I did no more than 4. But anyway, there are these ways that I find that there's like little spots where in practicing, I'm like, oh, that's the key. All my thinking, like I had thoughts about food and meat, and and along with thoughts about food and meat, I noticed that it comes with a whole package of shoulds and shouldn'ts of what could be better in some way, actually, Is it true that we shouldn't, kill animals to eat them? That within the dream, is it true that the bear shouldn't be chasing me? Maybe, but in the dream it is. And in the dream, I think when the bear is chasing me, I wish it weren't. But should it not be? It's a dream in some way. Wouldn't it be cool if the dream were happy? For sure, for giving sureness to this and seeing beyond this. So that was the thought I had, is that it was like, there's a thought that Joey thinks that sometimes if he ate only meat, and he did this once in his life, in a story dream of a few months, he ate only meat, actually only raw meat, actually. Not only, he had 3 to 5 steaks a day, and one of them would be cooked because he kind of enjoyed that. And he had a bunch of raw eggs, maybe an apple or a handful of berries, and then water and stevia and coffee and carbonated water, and that was all. And it felt really great to his body, it seems. So there's times that he thinks that would be great for him. But then in the practice of yesterday is, I am not alone experiencing my thoughts about blank. It came with the package of all the projection of what that means about the poor animals and things. And then the opposite of it is the people who say you should, eat only fruits and veggies, but that farming, the way it's done, actually, with monocrops and things, like in the realm of the dream, we know, for instance, certain dynamics, like my car is designed for the road in the dream, and I shouldn't, in the story, in the world appearing, in the way things are in the practical practice world, practically speaking, I shouldn't drive my car off the road, because my car's a car. It's not even four-wheel drive or anything like that. It doesn't swim, you know? There's dynamics about being honest about the way we know the world is. Anyways, and I noticed I'm not alone in the effects I have of my in the effects I have of my thinking or something like that. Man, I don't remember exactly what it is, even though it's so simple. That if I give the final thought to these things, and so suddenly there was like this little keyhole that I found in the practice, what was like, the one thing that I can share is clear clarity, and in some way the way to that is forgiving. Forgiving what? The meaning that I've given everything, including the meat or the produce that is, you know, meat that is more healthy for me, that maybe requires the death of cute animals or something like this, or the produce that isn't as healthy for me, but maybe is more healthy than me, but maybe also causes environmental damage through agriculture. You know, it's all these thoughts, I think, that come with compromise, but there is one, and that is to see beyond the scenes of the dream, to forgive the world of meaning, the world of the meaning I've given it, actually. And I am not alone in experiencing my thoughts, the effects of my thoughts about forgiveness, actually. Being able to see forward, backward, underneath, throughout, everything, an opening of light beyond the sight of two separate interests, which would be the people who are, you know, saying you should eat meat, people who say you shouldn't, or the animals' rights, or the animals that are killed when the agriculture destroys their land and things. And then, okay, let me see here. No matter, can I be a symbol of the shiny, bright light, able to be in a realm of happiness and shininess, even when perhaps there is something like 9/11 happening and the towers are falling or something like that. Anyway, that was my experience of yesterday's lesson. Today's lesson is, I am determined to see. I am determined to seeing. I am determined to be. I am determined. I am being seeing. Paragraph number 1. We have been quite casual about our practice periods thus far. There have been virtually no attempt to direct the time for undertaking them. Minimal effort has been required, and not even active cooperation and interest have been asked. This approach has been intentional and very carefully planned. This is the plan of the Holy Spirit. This is the plan of your mind unwinding from time. Saving time, making time be a transformation of what I'm is. We have not lost sight of the crucial importance of the reversal of your thinking. The salvation of the world depends on it. And when is salvation? Other than now, actually, it is not. Only now. Salvation is now. Yet you will not see if you regard yourself as being coerced, and if you give into resentment and opposition. Paragraph number 2. This is our first attempt to introduce structure. Do not misconstrue it as an effort to exert force or pressure. You want salvation. And what would be an equation with what salvation is? Forgiveness? There's like some synonyms for this word, salvation. Freedom, clear clarity, those things. I think there could be some others. There is another that at this moment, it's in my mind, and I am attempting to find. Maybe I will by the end of this recording. Either way, let's move on, okay? Paragraph number 2, sentence number 4. You want to be happy. You want peace. You do not have them now because your mind is totally undisciplined, and you cannot distinguish between joy and sorrow, pleasure and pain, love and fear. Okay, Course in Miracles. I notice. I don't know if I believe that is true, but let's say I do. Okay, it says that my mind. It says in the introduction to this that we will actively resist it, and I notice that is happening. Hey, it was right. It prophesied. You are now learning to tell them apart, and great indeed will be your reward from seeing what the difference between joy and sorrow, pleasure and pain, and love and fear are. In some way, I could say like the whole package of some story and time. It's like the dream of having a good time at a restaurant. Include like if I put that scene in my mind as a way the world appears to appear in like a Olive Garden restaurant. It's like I like those little chocolates, and I like the unlimited salad bar and soup, and the chocolates, they're not that great for my body or something like this. So, and then like the pasta tastes great but might cause indigestion or something like that. So it's like compromise, I think, is what it's saying, is that I think that is what joy is, but also it definitely has some compromise in some way. Any story in time does have this, actually. Paragraph number 3. Your decision to see is all that vision requires. What you want is yours. Do not mistake the little effort that is asked of you for an indication that our goal is of little worth. Do not mistake the little effort that is asked of you for an indication that our goal is of little worth. Okay, that seems opposite of what I'd expected to say. Moving on, I guess. Can the salvation of the world be a trivial purpose? What other purpose could there be? And can the world be saved if you are not? God has one Son, S-U-N, the shiny one, and he is the bright and shiny other, your brother, the soul star sister, and he is the resurrection and the life. His will be done, because all power is given him in heaven and on earth. In your determination to see this vision given you is vision, his vision, given me, given to share with you. Paragraph number 4. The exercises for today consist in reminding yourself throughout the day that you want to see. What is it that I want to see? It's vague, actually, this lesson. Actually, I find these lessons often vague, and then when I practice them, there's these little keys that I find, like yesterday's, I told you, all these little thoughts. I'm not alone in experiencing my thoughts about, I just thought about stuff, a bottle cap or whatever, my lips were tingling, my tingling lips, and then suddenly I thought about forgiveness, and I was like, oh yeah, forgiveness in the way the Course defines it, to forgive the world not of what it is, but of the meaning you've given it. And then I shared this with my world, and I was in a bright, shiny white light, unstoppable insight, extending and sharing, extending and caring, and giving and receiving. To give and receive are one in truth. Things that are true, when you give them, you have them. And that's like what peace and love are. And the way to them is the last concept, which is forgiveness. It's a happy dream. It's where everything is given the purpose of what it is for, to lead us to where we are one with all our many. Paragraph number 4. The exercises for today consist in reminding yourself throughout the day that what you want to see Today's idea also tacitly implies the recognition that you do not see now. That you want to see means that you do not see now. And there's an interesting wordplay. The other side. This is the other side. From the other side, a friend of mine, one of her best friends is inviting her body to go beyond this dream in time, and from the other side, I expect she will be giving messages of the bright and shiny life on the other side. In the world is often so much a symbol of separation, a symbol of compromise. And on the other side, I am this, inside, insight. And remembering that, I share that you are that, even though you may seem to have separate interests from he. But what this other side is like, about right there is my periphery of things I see. And then behind is something like gasping for God or something like that, poetically and prayerfully said. Paragraph number 4, sentence number 3. Therefore, as you repeat the idea, you are stating that you are determined to change your present state for a better one, and one that you really want. Paragraph number 5. Repeat today's idea slowly and positively at least twice an hour. This is the first time it's telling us to do things according to a timely matter. Attempting to do so every half hour. Okay? I am determined to see on the hour at least, and every half hour even. Do not be distressed if you forget to do so, but make real effort to remember. Remember, remind, recognize. The extra repetition should be applied to any situation, person, or event that upsets you. I am determined to see. What is seeing? Seeing is the capacity for sight to be unlimitedly seeing. And what does your sight see unlimitedly? It is the kingdom within, this shiny, bright light place inside that I think, thinking graciously of you, my brothers and sisters, all of us have experienced actually. You can see them differently, and you will see them differently. What you desire you will see. Such is the real law of cause and effect as it operates in the world. Okay, good day. Love you.